Hello my fellow YouTubers and welcome to my channel. Here we review everything house related, and today we're going to be looking at OhmConnect and is it a scam or is it legit? So a little bit about OhmConnect before we get going. OhmConnect is a company that pays you to save energy. The way this works is certain energy companies have partnered with OhmConnect and they tell them whenever the grid is going to be experiencing high energy demand, and they pay OhmConnect to pay their users to cut back on their energy usage. Through this program, year to date, I've made over $1,000 through cash and OhmConnect reward points. So let's dig into the details. About August 13th through the 20th, in which they paid out $1.2 million to their users in California alone. During this period, they saved 1 gigawatt hour of power, which is enough to power 600,000 homes for 1 hour off the grid. Me personally, because let's dig into my details, I saved 27,074 points, where each point is worth 1 penny. So I made $270.74 during that week alone. So let's dig into the details of this program and let's see how we can make more money together. $1,006.15 this year alone using OhmConnect. Unfortunately, OhmConnect isn't available for everybody at the current moment. It's only available for California users of So Cal Edison, PG&E, and San Diego Gas and Electric, Texas Smart Meter, and then one utility provider in Ontario, Canada. But that doesn't mean you can't use this program. They do other things called their Bronze program, which gives you prizes and tokens that you can redeem for different things, whether it be cool sunglasses, t-shirts, hats. Look at their website. They've got some pretty cool swag that you can get, and you'd be the first to know whenever your utility becomes a partner of this program. So, what do I like about it? I don't have to do anything. It is literally the easiest money I've ever made, and I've done some pretty elaborate things to make easy money throughout my life. So, how do I do it? I have the new Google Nest Thermostat. I connect it to the app, and they turn off my AC whenever I have an ohm hour. I tell them what temperature I want it to go through, and that's using the eco range on my thermostat. I let it get up to like 75 to 78, and then my AC kicks back on, and I've saved enough money to earn these rewards here. So to me, it's an easy no-brainer. Use the program, make a ton of money, and put the money back into your house, pay the electric bill, go out to eat, whatever you want, do it and enjoy it. And it's just free money in your pocket, so why not?
All right, so let's go ahead and log into the system. Face ID unlock, let's log in. All right, so this is the Ohm Connect Dashboard, where it kind of shows you how many points you've earned. So if we look at it on Tuesday, 12/8 from 6 to 7, I had an ohm hour where they projected I was going to use 0.494 kilowatt hours. I used 0.31. So I didn't have a great reduction that time, just because, half a kilowatt hour is pretty hard to beat as it is. So I only got 66 points or 66 cents on that one. And then the previous one on November 24th was a prize. I beat the prize goal, so I got entered into a raffle for that prize. Monday, 11/16, I didn't meet my goal. I used a little bit more power, probably watching TV or charging a phone or something. So again, I didn't meet it. Doesn't really hurt me, so not a big deal. Digging back in till November 6th, I used quite a bit less. I used like almost half of what I was supposed to use. Actually, almost exactly half of what I was supposed to use. And I got $2.21. So as you can see, points vary. But if you go back to 10/16, they projected I was going to use 4.184 kilowatts, but I only used 0.08. I ended up going out to dinner that night, so just let the thermostat crank up the temperature as high as they wanted, and I made $15 for that. I wasn't home, so it didn't really affect me. So great use of saving money there, just turning off the thermostat when I'm not home. So, of course, there's different ways to make money on this. So you can get a smart plug, and what that does is it allows them, through the connection of auto ohm, to turn on and off that outlet as they need to save instant power. So I have a couple of these just plugged into like a couple strips throughout the house. I have one on the TV in my bedroom because I'm typically not in there, but I don't completely unplug it from the wall. So what they do is they'll flip the switch on that, and then they'll pay me, a couple pennies to, turn it off for an hour. I think it's about 15 cents an hour. So not a lot of money, but it adds up whenever they're doing it. And I don't really see anything from it because I'm not in there using that device. And then, of course, as we were talking above about the prize hours, you get entered into a raffle. So it's $50 cash, and there's going to be 100 of them, and I got entered in to win. And if I got entered 5 times throughout the year, I would be entered into a raffle for $100,000. I know I'd like that. Going down, right now we are in Referral Palooza. So if you use my link below, I will earn $40, and you guys will earn some money as well when you sign up and enter into it and do your first Ohm hour. They'll just pay you for signing up. So it's pretty simple, easy way to make money. Look at all these people making money. So let's join the team and let's start going. So as I was talking earlier, how I have a smart plug, it says guest bedroom desk. I took it out of my guest bedroom desk because all I had in there were 2 computer monitors. That's why I'm working during COVID. So it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do. So I moved it up to the TV in my bedroom. And it just gave me a little bit more flexibility to have it on for longer hours to make more money. And then right below that is the entryway, and that's my Nest thermostat. And then I've cashed out most of my rewards already this year, but whenever you go to cash out, you have a couple different options to cash out with this system. You can either cash out with PayPal, cash out through Amazon or Target, or you can get an Ohm Connect store credit. And whenever you do that, you get a multiplier onto it. So they'll round up typically to the nearest 5 or the nearest $10 mark to give you a little bit of extra money because they're not paying to cash it out through PayPal or Amazon or Target. And then, of course, if you just want to donate it to charity and get that nice little tax write-off, that's an option there as well. And then here's one of my codes that I've got. I've already used it, so it's about to disappear. So you can try to use it if you want, but it's not going to do anything because I just used that today. It just hasn't taken off the system yet. So going back up here to my home, waiting because their website is really slow sometimes. Here are some people that want a free smart thermostat. And then this right here is the key to making money on this app. You got to be consistent. You got to try to reach, the diamond status as much as possible because that's where you get your big bonus multipliers. And this is how I made $270 in that 1 week period in August because I had the highest multiplier. So typically what I'll do is I'll just turn off my AC. We'll either go out to dinner, go for a walk, whatever it is, we'll just turn it off for that hour and then we make money. But another way is the number of Ohm hours in a row that you make and meet your goal. So right now, this only applies to points. So that prize hour I missed doesn't affect this. So I've hit 41 point Ohm hours in a row, and that gives me 100% bonus multiplier. So whatever number of points I make in that Ohm hour, they're going to match that with that. And this is my personal record right now. The first time through, I got up to about 20, really high up, and then I missed one because I forgot to turn off my old thermostat. So at that point, I said, it's time to get a smart thermostat. And I went ahead and got the smart thermostat. And since then, we've been on a roll. We're at 41 Ohm hours in a row. Super pumped for that. So that's just kind of a high-level overview of the app, what they show you. If you're looking up all the way up at the top at these, right now I don't have any scheduled for this coming week. Typically, they can give you 24 to 48 hour notice. But it all depends on, where you are and what service provider they're working with. So I've made a lot of money on this app. I love it. It's easy to use. And I have it set up to where it texts me. So I really don't look at this that often. I just see the text message. I'm like, okay, cool. I've got an Ohm hour tomorrow from 6 to 7. I'm going to download a book from the public library and just read a book on my phone during that hour. So It's a great app. I enjoy using it, and I just, there's nothing wrong with it. The only thing I wish that was different is that the user interface was a little bit cleaner and easier to use, and did show you kind of like a lifetime usage stat. But if you look up here, I've saved 167.1 kilowatt hours since I started with this program. So that'd be about a year and a half's worth of savings. So about 100 kilowatt hours per year I've saved, which is also something I'm not paying So Cal Edison.
So guys, in conclusion, what do I rate this program? I would rate this program as legit. I've got paid out. I see the money in my PayPal account. So I really can't complain. Let me know your experience with this program, or if you have any other programs that you would recommend for a homeowner to save some money. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button below. It greatly helps my channel and helps me get a good start in this thing, as well as use my affiliate link below in the down bar, and that will give you 10 free dollars when you participate in your first Ohm hour using the points system. And I will get a nice little bonus as well. So you help me, I help you, and let's make some money together.